I knew David was the one when all our friends started calling us boyfriends. We had not made that decision yet, and we were taking a really long time to figure this out, to see if that's where we wanted to head, the direction we wanted to go into. And when I saw that my friends loved him, it allowed me to fall in love with him even more and know that he was the one I wanted in my life. Oh my gosh, yes. He totally surprised me at Disney World in front of the castle.
And everybody's standing in front.
Yes, and I kept wondering why those pictures are very expensive. We could just use our phones to take good pictures. And he insisted, and I acquiesced. And as I went to go place myself in front of the castle, and I turned, and he was talking to the photographer. And that's when I knew, I was like, what? That seems strange. I don't know what he's doing. And as he walked toward me, he pulled out a box. We had a ring, and the world just stopped for a while. It was very shocking and wonderful. And I think I forgot to answer. And I think somebody yelled out, "What's your answer?" And I was like, "Oh, yes, of course."
The world stopped and my voice stopped working too. I think I just moved my mouth and hoped that
I think you got out, "Will you marry me?" That was about it.
Gist, from the context, sort of figure out what was happening.
Yeah.
Yes, it was great. And I had I practiced it in my head, but I hadn't really pictured on having an audience of about 200 people.
Yeah. People
watching,
were turning around and looking, and
so
yeah,
I had a little
stage fright.
But I got over it.
David is one of the nicest people I've ever met. His very basis is love and acceptance, and the thing is, he has a very dark sense of humor that he doesn't let out very often, and it makes me laugh so hard when he lets that out, and I love it.
And Randy is one of the most generous people that I've ever met. He will give his home, his time, his and whatever resources that he has when somebody is in need of it, and always saves me the last bite of anything delicious that he is eating so that I can enjoy that.
Oh, let's go. Dear friends and family, we're gathered here today to witness and celebrate the union of David Nathaniel Turner and Randall Glenn Taylor. In the years that they have been together, their love for each other has grown, turning them into the couple you see before you. Now they are ready to spend the rest of their lives together in marriage.
Well, a true marriage begins when before the wedding day, and the efforts of marriage continue well beyond the ceremony. A brief moment in time, the stroke of a pen are all that was required to create a legal bond in marriage, but it takes a lifetime to love, commitment, compromise, and make a marriage durable and everlasting.
David? There you are. David and Randy. Do you have any words of welcome for your assembled guests?
I really want to thank everybody for being here. Randy and I knew we wanted to get married 3 years ago, and it took us this long to figure out how and where and when. and circumstances changed around us, and those circumstances just reminded us how much it mattered to us that we be in a place that we love so much, with people that we love so much, and thank you all for being a part of it.
Hey everybody, we're so glad you all could be here. It's wonderful to watch all the faces from our lives melting together. But I'm just looking at faces and catching eyes, and it brings me such joy that we're finally doing this. And thank you all for those who traveled. Well, I guess everyone had to travel except Jim and Andre, because it's their house. But you know, the farther you were away, the more it meant to us that you took the time and spent the money and took time off from work and whatever you needed to do to be here with us and share this. It means everything to us.
To start things off, our soon-to-be newlyweds thought it would be nice to hear some words of wisdom from Ruth Turner, David's mother.
I have been prepped by the best, so let's see how it goes. To love is not to possess, by James Kavanagh. To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself, and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it moves like waves, receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide in the moon's own predictable harmony. Because finally, despite a child's scars or adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are and always secretly were. In the very core of their being, where truth and lasting love can alone abide.
As a show of their commitment to each other, Randy and David have chosen to include a hand fasting as part of their marriage celebration. Hand fasting is an old tradition. It's performed by wrapping a cord symbolically around the couple's hands and tying the cord into a knot. David and Randy have chosen 3 cords, each representing different aspects of their promise to each other. These cords symbolize a bond between 2 people at a spiritual level, a bond that goes beyond the day-to-day, and the knot seals their love and stays unbreakable, binding their lives together. The first cord is the orange cord. It represents their attraction to each other, their promise of continued encouragement and kindness to each other, and their hope that their marriage will be filled with an abundance of wonderful things, both earthly and spiritual. The second cord is a blue cord. Represents a promise to endeavor to create a peaceful and tranquil home filled with patience and devotion to each other, to approach challenges together sincerely, free of pretense or deceit. And now the pink cord. This is the cord that holds the promise that romance will always be a part of their relationship. Now this bond is about community as well. It's a public promise as much as this ceremony is today. So as Andre wraps the cord around Randy and David's hands, I want all of you to think about your favorite memories of these 2 together and imagine all the wonderful adventures they have yet to come. Send them good wishes. Let's hear it. Let's hear some good wishes.
Let a man fly like you, do all he can, making my dreams come true. You're strong and you're smart, you're taking my heart, and I give you the rest of me too. You're the perfect man for me. I love you, I do. Love you, I do. Yeah.
Randy and David, as you pull the infinity knot tight, you create a bond that has no beginning and no end. Today, with the spiritual bonding of hand fasting, you make a new promise in front of those you hold dear and those who hold you dear, that your lives will be entwined together from this day forward. You have bound your love together. You are starting an amazing journey. Today is an historic day, a day of celebration. All of us gathered together to celebrate that in this crazy world, these two found each other. Only 10 years ago, this marriage couldn't have happened. The ceremony, sure, the celebration, but not the legal recognition of this union. The act of getting married, which so many people in this country dream about, hope for, fantasize about from childhood, even take for granted, was not possible for many of us. Randy and I, and a few others here today, met 18 years ago doing a production of The Musical Company. As Randy marries David, he will be the third person married from that cast here today, for which the idea of a legal union was something we could only dream about in 2003. Single people often feel their friends abandon them when they get married. But when you get married, your focus changes. It is no longer all about you, but about the two of you as a couple. There's an Apache wedding blessing that includes the line, "Now you are two persons, but there is only one life before you." And the truth is, something changes once two people are wed. Suddenly there was a sense of stability, durability, a deep breath and a sigh of relief knowing that this person next to you isn't going to leave on a whim. That no matter how big a disagreement you may have, you're not afraid that someone's going to walk out on the relationship. That you found someone not just for today, but for forever. That whatever challenges come your way, you will face them together. It's simple, it's subtle, it's profound. The piece of paper that legitimizes this union doesn't cause that to happen. But oh, does it help? To illustrate that point, we'll have a reading from Marcus Woolen, another alumni from that production of Company, followed by a reading from his husband, Jesse David Johnson.
This is from Justice Anthony Kennedy's majority opinion in Hodges versus Obergefell. No union is more profound than marriage, for it embodies the highest ideals of love, fidelity, devotion, sacrifice, and family. In forming a marital union, two people become something greater than once they were. As some of the petitioners in these cases demonstrate, marriage embodies a love that may endure past death. It would misunderstand these men and women to say they disrespect the idea of marriage. Their plea is that they do respect it so deeply that they seek to find its fulfillment for themselves. Their hope is not to be condemned to live in loneliness, excluded from one of civilization's oldest institutions. They ask for equal dignity in the eyes of the law, and the Constitution gives them that right.
This is from Captain Corelli's Mandolin by Louis de Berignes. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so intertwined together that it's inconceivable that you should ever part. Because that's what love is. Love is not breathlessness, it's not excitement, it's not the promulgation of external passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away. This is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find that they are one tree, not two.
As David's nephews bring the rings forward, they will stop at the end of each row. We invite you to send them well wishes or prayers or warm marriage. When David and Randy exchange these rings during the ceremony, we will carry not only the promises that they make to each other, but the support that well wishes of each one of you.
It's very clear our love is here to stay. not for a year, but ever and a day. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. Oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may tumble, Gibraltar may crumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here too, it's so very clear too. Our love is here to stay.
We'll now have a reading from Randy's lifelong friend, Jennifer Grenier.
This is a reading that's considered the ultimate geek mashup. Compiler is unknown, but we need to give them a lot of credit. So we are all a little weird, and life's a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in mutual weirdness and call it love. Love is the moment before you're frozen in carbonite, when the girl you've had your eye on finally admits what you've always known. And love is when you say, I know. Love is do or do not. There is no try. Love, true love, goes on forever and ever. And always say, as you wish. Love is not Cupid's arrow, it's a green arrow. It happens in a flash and makes you feel like you can leap tall buildings in a single bound. It's a shield, a smash, a hammer, and an iron suit. And you should always be in love, unless you're Batman. Then you should always be Batman. Or Wonder Woman. Love is the push and pull between Apollo and Starbuck. And most importantly, so say we all.
So say we all.
Love says, take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Love is like a prayer. It's the great American hero, Kevin Bacon, teaching a small town that it's our time to dance. Love is 1.21 gigawatts. It makes us drive 88 miles per hour toward a clock tower, speeding towards our tent city. Love is warp speed and a leaf on the wind. It's dogs and cats living together. It's mass hysteria. And love is magic. Love is asking, after all this time, and knowing the answer will be always.
In addition to their legally issued marriage license, it was important to David and Randy that their commitment to each other be set down for posterity and witnessed by all those attending their wedding ceremony today. Together, they have drawn up a ceremonial certificate of marriage, which will be read aloud and signed by each of them. After the ceremony, this testament of their vows will be set out for all of you to sign. It's of utmost symbolic importance that everyone in attendance today bears witness to this document with their signature. Certificate of marriage. On this 18th day of September in the year 2021, Randall Glenn Taylor and David Nathaniel Turner, taking each other by the hand before family and friends, did vow to enter into this sacred covenant of marriage, affirming to bond in a profound understanding of trust and respect through cherishing one another with honor, truth, and sincerity, extending to each other their support, encouragement, sustenance, understanding, and freedom to grow to their fullest potentials in life's journey as they walk a shared path, and striving for personal growth together through the sharing of their lives and their love, seeking to experience the joy of an added dimension they could not know alone. And moreover, they did as further confirmation thereof to this certificate set their hands, and we as loving family and friends, having been present at the marriage, have as witness hereunto set our hands.
At last
My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Oh yeah, at last the skies above are blue. My heart is wrapped in clothes. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I could call my own. I found a thrill to cross my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Oh yeah, you smile, and then the spell's cast, and here we are in heaven. For you are mine at last.
A shout out to the lovely Dana, Jennifer, and Yvette for singing here today.
Yep.
We are gathered here to join David Nathaniel Turner and Randall Glenn Taylor in the spiritual union of marriage. This contract is not to be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, and with a deep realizations of its obligations and responsibilities. Please remember that love, loyalty, and understanding are the foundations of a happy and enduring home. David and Randall will now share their personal vows for each other.
Years ago, after weeks of flirting over crosswords at Murray's and having our minds blown by gravity, I accepted your proposal to become boyfriends. You said you would be a very good boyfriend
I did.
and would do everything you could to make me happy. And today, nothing would make me happier than for you to be my husband. I love you. I love who I am with you. My life is happier, fuller, and richer with you at my side. And I promise that I will spend the rest of my life being for you all that you have been for me. I'll be your captain. You'll be my Iron Man.
David, you are my best friend and soon to be my lifelong husband. I promise to give you all the love and support that I have in my body. I will protect you from whatever the world throws at you with every ounce of strength that I possess. And I look forward to enjoying all the beauty this world has to offer along beside you. You have enriched my life beyond words. You are my Prince Charming. My knight in shining armor, you have kissed me and awakened me from a spell. Now let's live happily ever after.
Do you, David Nathaniel Turner, take this man, Randall Glenn Taylor, to be your lawfully wedded partner, to have and to hold in sickness and in health, in good times and woe, for richer or poorer, keeping yourself unto him for as long as you both shall live? Okay, I heard it.
I do.
Thank goodness. I just have wait for confirmation. Do you, Randall Glenn Taylor, take this man, David Nathaniel Turner, to be your lawfully wedded partner? Why does it just say partner? I don't know. To have and to hold, in sickness and in health, in good times and woe, for richer or poorer, keeping yourself unto him for as long as you both shall live?
I absolutely positively do.
This is the point in the ceremony where we usually talk about the wedding bands being a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But we all know that these rings do have a beginning. Rock is dug up from the earth. Metal is liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees. Then molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful is made from raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings made by imperfect beings. It is the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. I need David's ring. Place this ring on David's finger and repeat after me. David, I give you this ring
David, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
my faith in our strength together,
my faith and our strength together,
and my covenant to learn and grow with you.
and my covenant to learn and grow with you.
You are more precious to me today than yesterday,
You are more precious to me today than yesterday,
and you will be more cherished tomorrow.
and you will be more cherished tomorrow.
Please wear this ring
Please wear this ring
as a symbol of my eternal love for you,
as a symbol of my eternal love for you,
a love that transcends all our yesterdays,
a love that transcends all our yesterdays,
all our todays, and all our tomorrows.
all our todays, and all our tomorrows.
Missed it.
I
I have COVID knuckles.
There you go.
Place this ring on Randall's finger and repeat after me. Randall, I give you this ring
Randall, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
my faith in our strength together,
my faith and our strength together,
and my covenant to learn and grow with you.
and my covenant to learn and grow with you.
You are more precious to me than yesterday,
You are more precious to me than yesterday,
and you will be more cherished tomorrow.
and you will be more cherished tomorrow.
Please wear this ring
Please wear this ring
as a symbol of my eternal love for you,
as a symbol of my eternal love for you,
a love that transcends all our yesterdays,
a love that transcends all our yesterdays,
all our todays,
all our todays,
and all our tomorrows.
and all our tomorrows.
Aha. Randy and David, now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter for the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there will be no loneliness, for each of you will be companion to the other. Now you are two persons, but there is only one life before you. May beauty surround you both in the journey ahead and through all the years. May happiness be your companion and your days together be good and long upon the earth. By the authority vested in me by American Marriage Ministries and the state of New Jersey, I now pronounce you husband and husband.
Wow.
Why don't you kiss? Now you can kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, I present David.